The ISO.It 16949 is an ISO technical specification aimed at the development of a quality management system that provides for continual improvement, emphasizing defect prevention and the reduction of variation and waste in the automotive industry supply chain. It is based on the ISO 9001 standard, and the first edition was published in June 1999 as ISO.It 16949-1999. It was prepared by the International Automotive Task Force and the Technical Committee of ISO. It harmonizes the country's specific regulations of quality management systems. About 30% of the more than 100 existing automobile manufacturers affiliate the requirements of the norm, but especially the large Asian manufacturers have differentiated own requirements for the quality management systems of the corporate group and the suppliers. TS 16949 applies to the design, development, production and, when relevant, installation and servicing of automotive-related products. The requirements are intended to be applied throughout the supply chain. For the first time, vehicle assembly plants will be encouraged to seek ISO.TS 16949 certification. Historical background. Many suppliers were asked by the car manufacturers to build and certify the quality management system according to the rules and regulations of their own country organizations, such as VDA, AIAG, AVSQ, FIEV, SMMT. But due to this regulation, a supplier needed to provide two different certificates for Daimler and Chrysler, even though the supplier delivered only to a single company. These complexities accelerated the need for harmonization. Contents of the specification. The aim of the standard is to improve the system and process quality, to increase customer satisfaction, to identify problems and risks in the production process and supply chain, to eliminate their causes, and to examine and take corrective and preventive measures for their effectiveness. The focus is not on the discovery, but on the avoidance of errors. The 8 main chapters of the standards are: Section 1 to 3, Introduction and Preface. Chapter 4, Quality Management System. 4.1 General. 4.2 Documentation Requirements. 4.2.1 General. 4.2.2 Quality Manual. 4.2.3 Control of Documents. 4.2.3.1 Engineering Specification. 4.2.4 Control of Records. 4.2.4.1 Records Retention. Chapter 5 Responsibility of the Management. Chapter 6 Management of Resources. Chapter 7 Product Realization. Section 8 Measurement, Analysis and Improvement. The process-oriented approach to business processes that is addressed in the ISO 9001-2008 is the base of the standard. It looks at the business processes in a process environment in which there are interactions and interfaces that need to be recognized, mapped and controlled by the quality management system. Additionally, the gateways to the exterior are defined. The standard distinguishes between customer-oriented processes, supporting processes, and management processes. This process-oriented approach is intended to improve the overview of the whole process. This is not an isolated process, but a combination of all interacting business processes which affect the quality performance of a firm. A key requirement of ISO.TS 16949-2009 is the fulfillment of customer-specific requirements set up by the automotive manufacturer in addition to the quality management system of the suppliers. This may have decisively contributed to the worldwide recognition of the TS by many manufacturers. Certification. The ISO.TS 16949 can be applied throughout the supply chain in the automotive industry. Certification takes place on the basis of the certification rules issued by the International Automotive Task Force. The certificate is valid for 3 years and must be confirmed annually by an IATF-certified auditor of an IATF-recognized certification body, such as KFQ, NSF International, Perry Johnson Registrars, TÜV-SÜD, TÜV Rheinland, TÜV Nord, Bureau Veritas, Det Norsk Veritas BSI Group DQS, LRQ Vehicle Certification Agency, SGSSA, and UTAC. Recertification is required at the expiry of the 3-year period. Certification pursuant to ISO.It 16949 is intended to build up or enforce the confidence of a customer towards the system and process quality of a supplier. Today, a supplier without a valid certificate has little chance of supplying a Tier 1 supplier and certainly no chance of supplying a car manufacturer with standard parts. External links: ISO.It 16949 to 2009 Quality Management Systems, particular requirements for the application of ISO 9001 to 2008 for automotive production, and relevant service part organizations. Certification bodies: TÜV Nord, TÜV-SÜD, KFQ, BSI Group, Lloyd's Register Quality Assurance, UTAC, TÜV Rheinland, DNV Business Assurance, SI Global Assurance Services, Bureau Veritas Certification, ULDIC US Inc.,